Ice Spice, one of the youngest artists with the most potential, with accolades and talent like no other. Obviously, you know I'm fucking lying. Welcome back to the vid. But yeah, y'all seen the title. I know what we're discussing. We're talking about your favorite orange-haired rapper, all the way from New York, Ice Spice. It seems like the internet's turned on her in the past couple months. I'm gonna be real, it's kind of funny being that it was literally the exact opposite at the beginning of last year. She was on fire, but apparently she's lost like 39 million listeners on Spotify because she's had text messages with her shading Nicki Minaj. It seems like it made the Barbs angry. Don't piss off the Barbs. Very dumb of you, Ice Spice. They've been disowning her, and come to find out, they're a big portion of her listeners. The drop-off was becoming a conversation in certain spaces because how could you be on top of the world one day, but then literally people seemingly not caring about you in the next? All this to say, is anybody surprised? I know I gave the introduction little speech and I was like, oh my gosh, it's so unprecedented. How could this happen? But for real, I'm gonna be super honest with you guys. That's for the video. Let's break down the fall of Ice Spice. Ice Spice was someone who rose to fame by literally just being attractive and shaking cheeks. Like, it's just not a lot of substance, you know? Actually, there's none of it. It gets old really fast for many reasons. One, nobody heard of this girl and was like, she's a good rapper. And I know that's subjective, but when I say good rapper, I mean someone who can actually make good music. So her musical ability, or the lack thereof one, is hurting her because she can't do two very important things. One, she can't compete with her peers lyrically. Like, say what you want about Megan or Lada or even Nicki Minaj, I trust them enough to have a decent to good verse on any song they're on. I legitimately can't say the same for Miss Spice. That's why I thought it was the dumbest thing ever when Ice Spice and Lada was beefing, because like, what's supposed to happen there? Lada's gonna rap actual bars on an actually pretty good beat, then Ice Spice is gonna make a dancing record with a subtle jab at Lado while referencing poop or something. Who wants to watch that? Like, I don't at all. So she doesn't have real lyrical ability. Okay, that's fine. You know, it's cool. It's 2024. You don't need to spit a quick 16 to be considered a good artist. However, she also has been lacking on feel-good music. If you don't know what that term means, I'll give a super detailed explanation for you. It's basically music that makes you feel like this.
Why you stressing it? Who you messing with? Get my title right, Madam President.
When Ice Spice first got in the game, I'd argue and say this was one of her strong suits. With tracks like Munch and Bikini Bottom and Princess Diana, those were songs that people, primarily women, were playing and people actually started to feel good and dance to, having an overall good vibe. But in majority of the tracks she released recently, they've been lackluster. They literally have no feel-good energy in it at all. Personally, her new stuff either is trying to be too pop or trying to sound like Nicki Minaj, or just sound like jokey troll music. Over more and more time, Ice Spice, the experiment, is sort of like Iggy, the experiment. Granted, way more successful. I'll give you your props there, Ice Spice. You probably made a lot more money with your experiment than her. Two big butt girls who once captivated an audience and who made music but weren't really rappers began to slowly fall off with time. I personally could be hating, I probably am, but I think it's time to call it a quits. Transition to modeling or OnlyFans. That's what the people really want to see. All right, that's top tier hating. Okay, I'm obviously kidding. I don't want this to sound super negative of a video. Let me talk to you guys real quick. I'm going to offer her some personal constructive criticism in hopes of getting her career back on the right track. You know, if she's watching this, obviously she's not, but whatever. Step one, get yourself some good writers. Ice Spice, you cannot rap at all. And whoever has been writing your music so far, if it actually has been you, change it. Someone needs to be fired or something needs to be switched up. Doesn't sound good. That kind of goes hand in hand with production. Like, whoever, I guess Riot is making the beats, she needs a new producer. That's just like step 1.5. Step 2, stop with the obvious marketing traps. If she's going to be an artist, focus on the music. I'm done with the fake beefs and commercials and advertisements. It's just, I understand getting the bag, and I understand a big portion of the music industry is entertainment, but honestly, I'm not entertained and the music still sucks. So I just feel like stop doing half with both of them and just focus primarily on one of them, and just let's see what happens, you know? Step 3, stop pissing off Nicki fans. The Barbs, again, like I said earlier, they make a big portion of your fan base. Stop making them angry. It's pretty easy. Just stop having leaked text messages go viral. You know, just stop doing that, and I feel like you can win them back. They're looking for someone new anyway. As much as they love Nicki Minaj and they'll love her forever, you know, she's getting older and they need someone new. And I think them gravitating towards you is not the worst idea. Step 4 and the final step, shine a light on what makes her original. What I mean by that is she's been popular for almost 2 years and I don't really know much about her. Like, what is her personality? As someone who's not really a fan of hers, I could care less, but I feel like her fans might feel like they might not know the real her, which would make it hard to connect to, you know, her and her music. It's personality is something we don't talk about enough in the entertainment industry, the music industry, whatever. People aren't going to buy into you if they don't know you or they don't even like you. So stop with the aesthetics and the cool videos. Let's reveal something about Ice Spice. Like, is she funny? Like, what? I genuinely don't know anything about this girl. But again, I'm not a super fan or anything, so maybe that's why I don't know. But I think her being a little bit more personable can really do wonders for her career. It can give people something to latch onto that's not her music, you know? It's plenty of artists, people say, hey, like, I'm not the biggest fan of their music, but like, I like them as a person, even though we don't really know for real. But what we are seeing as them being presented as an actual human being, you like that, right? So I think that could really help her and maybe get her more fans, you know, who actually enjoy Isis Spices, the person, not the rapper or gimmick or whatever. Yeah, so with all that being said, that is all I have for today. Thank you for tuning in. If you like the video, like the video. If you got this far into the video, make sure you subscribe. Weekly uploads, man. We're back to it, you know. Comment what do you think Ice Spice should do to help her career if I didn't mention it already, you know. But yeah, see you guys in whatever I upload next. Peace.